Little People Big World, Matt found farm, ordeal painful, why he has regrets. As Zach Tori leave Show.Dear loves, welcome to USA Drama, please do subscribe my YouTube channel. Matt Roloff's journey on Little People Big World has been notoriously fraught, but he's revealed new information after a non-disclosure agreement expired. The Roloff family is in shambles after Amy Roloff and Matt's divorce. Amy remarried Chris Merrick following her divorce from Matt, while Jeremy Roloff and his wife Audrey Roloff decided to leave the show to focus on other endeavors. Despite these shifts, Zach Roloff and Tori Roloff remained committed to his family and the farm. However, everything changed in Little People Big World Season 2. Matt put a portion of the farm, including their original family home, up for sale without consulting his children. This move deeply hurt Zach, as he felt betrayed by his father's actions. Things only got worse when Matt offered the land to Zach for a price he couldn't afford, signaling to Zach that his father had no intention of passing on the farm to him. The strained relationship between Zach and Matt escalated, with disagreements popping up online. Matt now has more to say about what happened with his son. According to US Weekly, Matt shared a lengthy Facebook post on April 26, 2024, after his NDA expired. The news outlet detailed Matt's open expression of the mistakes he made regarding the sale of the family farm. Most importantly, he expressed pride in Zach's accomplishments, and he would prefer a mended relationship. Matt is traditionally a prideful person, so while he didn't fully apologize or express regret for how the farm sale went down, he wishes it would have gone differently. The reality TV star detailed, "I can't say I handled it without some mistakes and missteps regarding the farm sale." He continued, "It hasn't been easy, especially all while being filmed, and sometimes even very painful. But in the end, it's all been productive, and although in hindsight I would change several of my processes, I believe the results are better, and I love watching all the kids find their independence and passions on their own terms." That's as close as Matt will venture to express regret. He knows how he handled the situation that wounded Zach, and their relationship. Amy and Matt have also clashed regarding his farm sale decisions. In an episode from March 2024, Amy expressed her sadness about the state of the farm. In a conversation with friends Lisa and Deb, she shared how the farm feels different since Matt is building a new house there with his fiancée Corinne, alluding to her disagreement. Amy felt the farm was empty but understood that the divorce set these issues into motion. Amy sold her 32 acres of the family farm to Matt in 2020 for $975,000. She hoped that selling her half would facilitate a repurchase by her older sons. However, Matt handled this differently than Amy would have hoped. Matt eventually paid $1,642,000 to own the entirety of Roloff Farms, leading to tension between him and Zach. Zach felt cheated by his father's counteroffer, which differed significantly from his initial offer based on what Matt bought Amy out for. Amy regretted selling the farm to Matt, hoping he would negotiate a lower price with her sons. The sale of Roloff Farms has been quite confusing. In May 2022, Matt initially listed 16 acres, including the original family home, for sale at $4 million. However, he withdrew the listing in December 2023, after reducing the price to $3,395,000. After the unsuccessful sale, Matt transformed the property into a short-term rental, allowing guests to stay in the family home starting November 2022. Therefore, it seems the farm has not been sold, and he and Karen are still living on the property. Matt revealed Jacob Roloff is currently running the entire farm. However, this is not a long-term solution. Matt has previously stated on the show that Amy will inherit the property after his death to avoid conflicts among their children, and Corinne agrees with this arrangement. While the farm decisions undoubtedly tore the Roloff family apart, Matt appears to have expressed some regret. He can do nothing to go back in time, but perhaps with some humility, he and Zach can heal. Even if Zach and Tori's Little People Big World tenure is over. Former Little People Big World star Jacob Roloff was only a young child when his mother and father, Matt and Amy Roloff, decided to have their family filmed. Often, cameras caught Jacob playing in the pumpkin field and staying out of the way of cameras. After leaving the show, there was a lot of curiosity surrounding what had happened to the youngest Roloff. The TLC show premiered in 2006 to rave reviews, as cameras showed what it was like to live as a little person in a world that wasn't necessarily built for them. Amy and Matt shared their highs and lows while raising their 4 children on their Oregon farm. Little People, Big World's Jacob Roloff was the youngest of the couple's kids, so it's not surprising that he often tried to hide from the cameras. As all 4 children grew older, they left the family farm to pursue their interests and find love. Jacob was no exception. He also chose to venture out on his own. After years of staying out of the limelight, Jacob returned to social media in 2019 to announce his marriage to Isabel Rock. Jacob was often considered an enigma and the most mysterious member of the Little People, Big World cast. In 2020, Jacob broke his silence regarding why he had chosen to leave the show. Clearly feeling liberated, Jacob revealed that his experience on the show had been less than perfect and shared that an executive field producer had groomed him. Jacob welcomed a son, Mateo, in 2021 with Isabel, but the couple has refused to share a photo of his face. However, this year, Jacob revealed via IG that his son loves whales. In 2022, Jacob shared that he had been invited to move back onto Roloff Farms to help his father Matt out. The news came as a shock since Matt had just had a falling out with Jeremy and Zach Roloff. Jacob revealed that he and his wife had decided to move into a 5-wheeler on the family land. Jacob is now Matt's full-time worker, which triggered some animosity between him and his brothers for a few months. Jacob now seems to be getting along with all of his Little People, Big World family. During the holiday, Jacob was spotted helping his older brother Jeremy Roloff. They installed a larger-than-life Christmas tree in their new home. The youngest Roloff has also been spotted playing with his nephew, Jackson Roloff, and hanging out with his mother, Tori Roloff. Sadly, Jacob has no intention of returning to the show. However, he recently posted on Instagram, sharing new details about his post-show life. Jacob is clearly close with Little People, Big World's Amy Roloff, as he took to Instagram to pose in a gift that she gave him. The blue scarf, as shown above, is very nice. Jacob's hair is really long now, and he's not the same person he was while he appeared on the show. Jacob's a man now. He's a father, a hard-working farm employee, and a husband. What's shining through in his recent posts is confidence and contentment. He has a job he likes, fulfilling bonds with relatives, and a happy marriage. As Jacob leans into full-fledged adulthood, he's sharing a lot of fun tidbits about his family. For example, Jacob recently announced that his partner Isabel, he calls her Juji, released a book of poems. It's called Belonging Somewhere. His wife turned 28 on February 19th. In Jacob's post, as shown above, he honors the mother of his child. He wrote, "Jacob's still working at the farm, and he seems to love it. He's always posting about his activities there, whether he's gushing about a new white oak shovel that needs some steel rivets or building a lean-to shed. Often pictured controlling large machines, Jacob thrives on good old-fashioned hard work. The Little People, Big World star, is handy, outdoorsy, and obviously enjoying his role as a family man. He seems to be living his best life after his reality TV stint. Growing up in the spotlight is tough, but child stars can move on and scale the heights. In Jacob's case, the simple life seems to make him the happiest. He appears to have everything he wants. In the past, he had his feuds, but it seems like time heals all wounds. Now Jacob's leading a healthy lifestyle, promoting farmers markets and physical activity. It's nice to see the Little People, Big World star Matt Roloff entered into a relationship with Corinne Chandler after his divorce from Amy Roloff, and they have a significant update to their relationship. Matt has been busy caring for the family farm, but has tried his best to make time for love. There's curiosity about whether the reality TV star will be walking down the aisle anytime soon. Matt has been dating Karen since his divorce from Amy. Little People. Big World viewers learned that Karen had also dealt with a messy divorce at one point. She married Joseph Chandler for 20 years and shares 2 children with him, a son and a daughter. There was a lot of gossip surrounding Matt and his girlfriend Corinne's relationship, with many loyal viewers theorizing the duo started seeing one another while Matt was still married. While these claims are unsubstantiated, it's possible they could be addressed on Little People, Big World Season 2 5. Matt and Corinne announced in April 2023 that they had gotten engaged via the network and Instagram. The photo, captioned with a simple, "She said yes," #LPBW couple Matt and Corinne are engaged, features Corinne happily flashing her ring to the camera as the pair beam with radiant joy. Fans' quote reactions were mixed in the comments. Some were happy, saying, "Oh my gosh, that's exciting, I love you guys together, congratulations." But others were highly critical, commenting, "Congratulations, saw this coming. I hope a good prenup is done so she can't take the farm away from your kids that you worked so hard for. Oh wait, she already has." Matt and Karen's engagement was controversial. Little people, Big World viewers will recall Matt once said they wouldn't even consider marriage until 2022, so a proposal in 2023 aligns with that timeline. Corinne replied to a curious follower during the COVID-19 pandemic, writing that she and Matt were not in a rush and were enjoying life. The happy couple bought a retirement home in Arizona before their engagement, away from Roloff farms, and frequently make trips to the sunnier climate. They indicated their commitment to each other long before Corinne had a ring on her finger. Corinne and Matt began dating in 2017, but she has always been instrumental in Roloff Farm. She worked behind the scenes at the pumpkin patch for 10 years as the manager, which contributed to the cheating rumors. Corinne has even been accused of being a gold digger since Matt's net worth is reportedly around $4 million. The couple returned to Oregon to reveal that Matt had decided to sell some of the farm, including the main house. The Little People Big World star announced that neither of his sons wanted to buy him out, leaving him no other choice but to sell. While this news was sad, it seemed it was the only option for the Roloffs. Hopefully, Little People Big World will give viewers more insight into the family dynamics currently at play and how they might affect Matt and Corinne's relationship going forward. With all the talk about selling or not selling, Roloff Farms, Little People, Big World, there's curiosity surrounding what Zach offered for the land. Zach and Matt Roloff were in a year-long standoff over negotiations for the family farm that fell through. While Zach hoped to take over the land, Matt had other ideas. He took the farms off the market and then shifted to a rental before returning it to the real estate market. Amy Roloff sold her 32 acres of the family farm to Matt in 2020 for a low $975,000. Before that sale, Amy also sold a portion of her land back in 2019 for $667,000. The LPBW matriarch hoped that selling her half would make it easier for Matt to allow his older sons, Zach and Jeremy Roloff, to come in for a repurchase of her shares. Sadly, Matt claimed he tried his best to sell to his twins by giving them a half-off family discount. But Zach didn't see the offer that way. Matt finally paid $1,642,000 to own the entirety of Roloff Farms. During the season premiere of Little People Big World, Zach noted that he had made a competitive offer, telling cameras, "I had a starting point, and it was based on what my dad bought my mom out for." Viewers can see how his father's counteroffer may have put off Zach. If Zach chose to offer around $1.6 million and Matt asked for $4 million when he put the home on the open market, that is a difference of almost $500,000. It is no wonder Zach felt cheated by his father, as the patriarch may have been trying to make a profit. While it is clear that neither Zach nor Jeremy will be taking over the family business, Amy still has regrets about selling the farm back to her ex-husband. During an episode of Little People Big World, Amy shared that she had hoped that Matt would do the right thing and negotiate with the boys. Amy then candidly revealed that she chose to leave the farm for her boys to be able to take over. Even though Amy may be sad and wishes she had done things differently, Zach has moved on and bought a house out of town. The Little People Big World star and his family moved into a new home an hour away in Battleground, Washington, where they have space away from Matt and the family drama. It's safe to assume that Zach tried to be conservative, and Matt expected much higher. In the end, money unfortunately came between the family. Jacob Roloff, Matt and Amy's youngest son, has been doing most of the work on the property but is uninterested in buying. The drama of the farm sale is ongoing. Unfortunately, Zach and Matt's relationship will never be the same. Amy Roloff from Little People Big World is sharing how sad she is that her ex-husband Matt Roloff and their sons, Jeremy and Zach Roloff, are still feuding. For months, the entire Roloff family has been enveloped in the feud between father and sons after Matt refused to sell the farm. Amy had hoped that the tiff would be fixed, but at this point that would take a miracle. At the end of the last season of Little People, Big World, viewers learned that Zach had tried to sit down and have a conversation with his father about purchasing Amy's old half of the farm. Along for the ride were Matt's girlfriend, Karen Chandler, and Zach's wife, Tori Roloff, just in case their partners needed support. Zach revealed his father wanted way more than the farm was worth, with Matt arguing his son lowballed him. It was reported that Corinne stuck her nose in the family business and caused a major argument between the four. In the end, Zach and Tori left so upset they chose to move an hour down the road to Battleground, Washington. Amy spoke to her husband, Chris Merrick, during a Little People Big World episode last month, regarding her wishes for the new year and her family's fragile relationships. Amy told Chris that she still has mixed feelings about Matt's decision to hold on to the farm. Amy expressed her sadness about how her children were hurting. While Amy revealed she and Chris would lend a hand for the upcoming pumpkin season, she was well aware her children probably would not attend the festivities. Amy shared some of her children's personal feelings about the farm with the TLC cameras. Amy shared that while Roloff Farms will always be a family farm, she could understand why Zach and Jeremy want to stay away from the farm for a while. Amy explained that Zach doesn't consider it their farm anymore. With all the changes going on in the family, Amy is hoping that time will be a great healer, but revealed at that point, the farm was completely Matt's. While Chris was keeping the hope alive, Amy made it quite clear that the family is still divided. Many Little People, Big World fans have blamed Corinne for breaking up the family, but others pointed out how stubborn Matt is known to be. Zach and Tori seem happy with their decision to walk away from Roloff Farms. The couple is now raising their 3 children away from the drama. As for Jeremy, he and his wife Audrey Roloff bought a farm only 8 minutes away from his childhood home, similar to what he had growing up. Matt Roloff and Karen Chandler have been dating for years, and the couple's clearly committed to each other. But the couple talked about their living situation in Little People, Big World Season 24, Episode 10. While it seems they're on track to spend the rest of their lives together, Karen verified that they're still not living together. While speaking about Roloff Farms to Karen, Matt said, "I am very, very aware that we cannot get married until we have a place together." "Well, I mean, we can," Corinne countered. "There's nothing, but that would be weird to get married and then I go to my house and you go to yours," she laughed. "Isn't that kind of weird? Bye, husband." Corinne then spoke to the cameras about the situation. "Matt and I have talked about living together for many years," she said. "It hasn't quite come to be. I love having my house, I love being with him in Arizona, but I am feeling a pull more towards really planning our future, and we're on the same page, and it feels really healthy." While Karen Chandler and Matt Roloff don't live together in Oregon, they spend a lot of time together on their property in Arizona. The Little People, Big World couple spent the 2022 holiday season in Arizona. "Getting in the Christmas spirit down here in Arizona," Matt posted to Instagram. "Corinne and I hosted Molly and Joel this past weekend. So many new, wonderful memories we shared together with Huni, my mom. Sad to see them have to leave and go back home. Good news is Corinne and I get to stay a little longer." The couple then went on to celebrate New Year's Eve in the state as well. Considering the strife within the Roloff family over Roloff Farms, Matt stepping back and heading to a different state for the holidays makes sense. With talk of living together in Little People Big World Season 24, what are Matt Roloff and Karen Chandler's marriage plans? According to Chris Merrick, the couples talked about engagement and fans can anticipate them tying the knot in the near future. "I think they're definitely going to get married," Chris told Entertainment Tonight. "We don't know exactly when. They're going to keep it kind of low-key. Matt's already shared that with me. It'll be kind of low-key and small." Tori Roloff is discussing her and husband Zach's future on TLC's Little People Big World. During a Quanda session on Instagram, the 31-year-old reality star was asked how much longer she plans to be on television. "I think our time is definitely coming to a close, but we're trying to enjoy it while it's here," Tori posted. Giving a reason for their possible departure, the mother of 3 added that it would be because of all the misconceptions people have of us and our family, because they only get to see what TLC shows them. Zach has been on Little People Big World since 2006 and is the only child of Matt and Amy Roloff who is still on the series. His sister Molly and his brothers Jacob and Jeremy Roloff were part of the show when it first started but have since exited. Zach seemed less optimistic when asked about the nature of his relationship with his father. "It's still pretty tough, yeah. It's a tough situation," he admitted. "I think a lot has happened. It's going to take a long time. I don't think responsibility has been taken, but again, we're just raising our family."